facility. Like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't hold this way. We just can't hold this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't hold this way. Time to make them oppress us pay. We just can't hold this way. So the children could see their way. We just can't hold this way. Suffer like this. You said that you will take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki van. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Just come on this way. Not even thinking that we will realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the poor. Another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay.
say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it can how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, is a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up. Make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming.
Who might break somewhere, or who living in who pays. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town.
Sufferers only want to know
where the next food coming from.
This one for all them racists. This one for the racists. Anytime you bounce up a racist and you hear them running them out, it have a whole set of people don't care what they're talking about. A racist is someone living happy and all their family doing well. So race talk is really not for people in the ghetto catching hell. Now tell the racists, sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from some. Sufferers only want to hear where their food coming from. Get up early next morning, go down in the 10 days yard. You see so much different race, so much different people line up with the ID card. Or visit my village called Alfaro, where they get no water for years. So much different race, so much different color, with a bucket sit up shedding tears. Now tell the racists, sufferers don't care about color. Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Sufferers don't care who from country. Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear what where their food coming from. Visit the General Hospital, and I know that you would be shocked to see so much different race of people line up waiting on one doctor, or pay a visit to the AIDS ward where they find no cure as yet. People don't know the race. Yeah, remember the color. All they know is that they're facing death. Now tell the racists, sufferers don't care about what? Sufferers don't care about race. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. What? Sufferers don't care who from country. What? Sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear where their food coming from. Racist is someone who has something that they want to protect. So they will always keep on talking the race talk till the day of the death. But poor people, we have nothing. Don't know where the next meal coming from.
So I want you to go and to tell all the brethren, suffering makes us one. Tell your brethren,
Sufferers don't care about God.
sufferers don't care about race.
Sufferers don't care about race.
No, sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Tell the brethren,
Sufferers don't care who's from country.
sufferers don't care who from town. Sufferers only want to hear what.
When the next food promise
One more.
Sufferers don't care about fire.
Sufferers don't care about rain. Sufferers don't care who migrate from where or who living in who place. Tell the racist,
Sufferers don't care who's from country.
they don't care who from town.
Sufferers don't care who's from town.
Sufferers only want to know.
When the next food promise
Love you.
Sufferers don't care about race.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Jesus defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus cover, cover, cover all them radio station that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYU 95.9 FM listeners, and of course, ladies and gentlemen. It's in the village with yours truly, Professor Ward Sheet and Uncle Tommy on WZYU 95.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You wear a purple t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a mauve t-shirt. Each and everyone is welcome in the village with the Dad Triplets on WZYU 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenarania, Sonaranias. Each and everyone is welcome in the village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let me say welcome to my partner, the one and only, the man himself, the man who is commonly known around TNT as Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, good evening. How are you today, my good friend?
Tommy, today was a good day, you know. So, you know, training is coming along well. And you know, running track, when you have good workouts, I mean, the whole rest of the days are splendiferous, fantabulous, marvelous rest of the day, you know.
Oh,
So today, Tommy,
I journeyed into try doing something different.
What,
Um,
what may that be?
so today the team was doing 800s, 8 times half mile, right?
What is your main event?
My main event is the 800 and the 1500.
800 and 1500. Someone asked me and I thought it was 400. Okay, so it's 8 and
Yeah,
50.
yeah, now 400. Now, I still think, Tommy, that I have the world record for the age group 60 to 64, the indoor 800 world record. And I think I still have the, do I have the outdoor world record? I
How
don't
many
remember, but I
how
know the
many
last,
how many records you hold right now?
you know what? I don't keep track of the records that I hold. I just keep track of the records that I've broken.
Okay, so how many you've broken?
20 world records.
20.
Yeah, so the other ones, I don't keep track of it. And I don't keep track when someone else break. The only time I keep track if someone else break my world record so I could go back and break it again.
Okay. All right.
Like the last world record I established, that was for the people of Chumaka Claventil. That was just before the pandemic,
Okay.
right? And I broke the world record twice. So what I was talking about today, Tommy, instead of me doing 800, 8 half miles with the team, I decided to do I decided to do half of what they were doing. So I was deciding to do 400 meters. They were gonna go 800 and I was gonna go 400. But sometimes when you're running, the mindset is different. So this is what
What's
I decided to do. I say, you know what? I'm gonna run a 400 with them, and they're gonna go another lap, and then I'm gonna run the second 800 with them, right? So I ran the first 400, then I ran the second 800 with them, and I said, let me try to see if I could do 8 of them, but that will be 4 400s and 4 800s, right? And I'll be honest with you, Tommy, it turned out pretty good, man.
Hey, you can
It
make
was
it if you
cold.
try.
It
You
was
can.
cold.
Yeah, I know it's cold, but you can make it if you try.
Listen, we was doing it outdoors, but I always say that I don't allow outside factors to decide when I'm going to be a success or a failure. So what I mean by that is that I can't control the cold. I can only control, like, how do I get myself warm in order to run in the cold? And that's basically what I do. So that was my little adventure for the day, and it was cool.
Hey,
Plus the good thing is that I get to train with. So no longer can I train with the men, so I
why?
train with the ladies.
Why you can't train with the men?
Why do you think?
You embarrass them?
Eh?
You embarrass them?
Nah, I can't embarrass them no more.
What
About
they are embarrassing you?
yeah. Ah, about up to 5 years ago, Tommy, I could train with some of the men, right? And I could run with some of the men. But there comes a point in time when
When the older
you
men
can't run with us.
when the older men fall out of the bucket and they're only dealing with
There
the
you go.
younger
There you go.
the
If
younger
you want to
crew.
put it like that, you you can't hang with 17-year-olds anymore, and you gotta face reality. So
Well,
I, I faced reality and I don't try to do that anymore. But at
well,
one point in time, you know, I used to
mm,
be I used to be right there, man.
well, well, well.
Well, well, well. Yeah. with certain of the men. So no longer can I do that. But and the thing about it, Tommy, is that we practice at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
So I have to get up about 6 a.m. in order to get to practice for 7 a.m.
Wow.
Right? So and I keep telling people the discipline that I have acquired is from running. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean a lot of the people that I went to college with, um, to be honest with you, I think I might be the only one left still participating actively.
Yeah,
Actively participating.
when I think about some of your colleagues, I'm sure most of them are out of it right now.
Yeah, most of them are out of it. And to be honest, and Tommy, some of them not just out of it, man. I there are times that some of them are now like 75 pounds later, 75 pounds more later.
Oh,
75,
oh,
right?
oh,
And so sometimes, in school, we may have certain things going on in school, right? And certain people come to me and say, Anselm, Anselm, how you doing? And I'm like,
who
I'm
is
doing
you?
fine. How are you? You know?
No, you can't make out the person. It- because not only did the body get 75, face got 75 too.
Yeah. And I'm like trying to figure out now, how do I tell this person nicely? Well, what year do I know you from? Right? So, the discussion kind of goes on, and I try to see how I could navigate. I'll be like, what was your major? What was your major? What school were you in? Man, by the way, how do you know me? She said, Anselm, come on. You and I graduated in 1982. I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
And you still don't know who it is. You still don't. You're faking.
I don't know. And I don't want to ask them, well, what's your name? You know what I mean? Because they're like, Anselm. I'm like, okay, okay. I can't ask them what's their name. I'm trying to, you know, and then finally they may say, well, this is Susan. I'm like, okay, Susan, yeah, yeah. Even when I go back to Trinidad, man, I went to Diego Martin Junior Sec, then Barataria Junior Sec, then Tranquility Government Secondary. Tommy, I never forgot this, right? I There was a young lady in my class named Victoria, right? And Victoria, when them young ladies have on this their skirt and their pleats,
Yes.
and those pleats were like splentastic. Let me put it that way.
Oh yeah. She
Right?
wore it well. She wore it well.
Man, and she wore it well, man. And back then, man, I had a little thing for Victoria, right? And Tommy, I went back home one time, and I'm going up Laventille, walking up. Them days you could have walk up, I could have walk up there. So I was walking up there, and this person, what, Anselm? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Oh Lord.
And I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, you don't remember me? We were in Tranquil together. I'm like, what class were we in? She told me some 3 mod 4, whatever it was. And she says, it's Victoria. I'm like, oh, Victoria, how are you?
You're
Oh
embarrassed.
God. Eh. It's an experience. It's an experience.
That's what time does.
So all of that was to say that the workout today was fine. And I guess by running, I mean, I didn't I never gained a lot of weight, so to speak.
True.
You
True.
know,
I,
one
I
time,
know
Tommy,
that.
eh?
I know you're the same way.
Yeah, but one time, Tommy, I was actually 172 pounds.
That's heavy for you.
Right. That's when my first son was born. And I had to take a year off for running because of course my first kid, you know, I mean, I had the morning shift, so I started to get up like 4:30 in the morning and I stopped running and I gained weight, man. And it was the first time that I was, you know, I had gained about 22 pounds, you know, but that never happened again, man. I didn't let that happen again. So that's my story, Tommy, and I'm sticking with it.
I hear you. As long as you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said.
You you full 100%, full 100, full 100.
Yeah.
Let's go into the chat. Um, and you know, Tommy, I had um I had challenged anyone in Trinidad that was, what did I give them, boy? At that time, I gave them a 10-year discount, right? So whatever my age, 10 years discount, and I will run anybody in a mile down Frederick Street, and we raise money for charity.
What's the length of Frederick Street?
Huh?
What's the length of Frederick Street?
You know, that's a good question. I really don't know. But we were gonna measure a mile.
I think it should be less. It has to be less than a mile.
Nah, man. I think it's about a mile.
You
Because you're
think?
starting up by the Savannah, you know.
Yeah, going down to
Independence Square.
to the square.
Yeah.
That's
You know
a
what?
mile. That
You know,
looks like
maybe
I feel that's less than a mile.
you think so? I try to look up that distance and see what that distance is. Yeah. So let me say hello. Hailey was first in the village tonight. What?
True.
Look now, boy, like the men taking over, boy. Ian Michael Leonard, Leotard. Ian, where are you from? I think Ian, that's a new person here. Ian, where are you from? Ian Michael Leotard. Ian, 3 names, boy. Ian Michael Leotard. 3 names. Where you from, Ian? Curtis Montresard. How you doing? I think Joan has been here before. Joan Biznat. Is it
I remember
Fiend?
that.
Am I correctly pronouncing that? Joan is from Brooklyn, New York. All right. Bizram from down in Sandy Grande. He said, I think the Dragon deal is a failure. Oh, God. The Dragon ain't bury no more. Boy. Vonnie, welcome back. Yeah. Welcome back, Vonnie. I talking to Hailey. Vonnie says, good night to Ansem, Tommy, and the Queen. Trust all is well. Blessings. Oh, God. Captain coming making trouble already. Captain to the walls. We go take the bridal as shoes for the children and Caroni. You know, Captain, let me talk about that. I might as well send it to the people in Caroni because they want it, because the rest of people say they don't want no gently used shoes. But Captain, I ain't gonna send nothing if all you gonna talk it bad, Captain. I'll let you know right now. Captain say used shoes is quite okay, Walls. All right. Captain said that basement is life and death if you have no gas. If you have no gas, if your gas run out, boy, you could die and freeze in your apartment. Oh, God. Vonnie say Wall Street, who you beat in the race? Rowley and Hines. That's why you have the record. Was Imbut in the race also? Hey, you know, as he said that, as Vonnie said that, here this one not Tommy. Enjoy, welcome.
Go ahead.
I know you're looking up the thing. Enjoy's locked on. So one time when I break a world record, I think I was in my low 60s or something, right? And I posted it on Twitter and on Facebook. And at that time, Colin Burt used to be, well, he is my friend, but my friend on Facebook. So Colin Burt put a note that, a disparaging note about the world record for men, like open men then, young fellas, was 141. And I don't remember what time I had run. And somebody had to tell him, you don't understand track and field, that there are different age groups. And when you get into an age group, your time could be age graded faster than the time of like a 17 or 18-year-old. Because it's just age grade the time. But being that he didn't know about track, the people had to tell him that you don't even know what you're talking about. And you boy long like Baji.
Anyway, Frederick Street has a length of 0.13 kilometers.
13 kilometers? Is that 1,300 kilometers?
0.13 kilometers.
0.13 or 13?
0.13 kilometers.
How much miles is that?
I'll find out soon.
Right, because 1,600 meters is a little less than a mile. Yeah. So the big news today, folks. Sometimes I don't even know where to start. Anyway, let me bring you guys some news first. Listen to this. This is news that just happened.
Dr. Keith Rowley will host a media conference on Friday at Whitehall at 10:30 a.m. The Prime Minister and the government delegation traveled to Washington on Sunday. In the U.S. Capitol, the Prime Minister and his team have held several bilateral discussions surrounding security, energy, commerce, and cybersecurity, and other issues relevant to Trinidad and Tobago. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Rowley met with Vice President Kamala Harris at the White House. A statement from the White House says they discussed continued progress under the U.S.-Caribbean Partnership to address the climate crisis, PAC 2030, and other key priorities, including regional security issues and firearms trafficking. The pair also discussed Venezuela, and VP Harris stressed the need for Nicolas Maduro and his representatives to meet their commitments under the Democratic Electoral Roadmap and support the aspirations of the Venezuelan people for a democratic future.
There you have it. So, folks, the Prime Minister is having a press conference tomorrow. Everyone should tune in. Yeah. Let me say welcome to Edison Prince and Pearl out in St. Vincent. Pearl, welcome. Pearl has the program out of St. Vincent called Good Morning SVG. I see Pearl interviewing Watson Duke the other morning there. I say, I say, like, Pearl is a PDP boy. Pearl, all the way in St. Vincent, and she's a PDP,
Wow.
Yeah. She's a PDP in St. Vincent, Yeah.
Well, I hate to break your heart, but 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers. That means that 0.13 kilometers is not even a half mile.
All right. So I have to come up with a different idea, though.
Yeah, because think about it, from the Savannah to Independence Square, no set a distance.
Now, I if you ask me, I would have said I was more than half mile.
Nah.
You ask me.
Nah.
So I was way off base there, boy.
Nah. Frederick Street don't go up to the Savannah either.
Yes, it does.
It reaches the Savannah.
The Royal Jail.
The Royal Jail, it passes by Royal Jail.
On Frederick Street. Tommy, I know that. You sure you get that right? Royal Jail is up by all the way up the road up there,
Yeah, but that's so far, especially if you're driving it, you realize you reach up there in no time.
Nah, that'd be at least half mile or more. At least half mile. At least. Because, I mean, I know some people who know that place. I used to say to people, I remember you, You used to be in that place up there on Frederick Street, close to the Savannah.
The jail?
Yeah. I know you. You are by that place up there, close to the Savannah. What place you talking about? You can't remember that place with the tall wall up there. Then they figure out what it is. Oh, you say, yeah, we're talking about the Savannahs. You're talking about the Royal Jail. I think SWWTU is either SWWTU or NUGFU was right across the street from the Royal Jail. If I could remember,
Yeah, one of them. I feel
one
it's,
of them, right?
Yeah, I feel it's NG, and whatever.
NUGFW,
I feel
NUGFW,
it's
something
them.
like that.
Because on the backside, on Abercrombie is just 2 blocks away. That's is one of my associates' business place.
Tommy, you know who I want to try to call tonight? Let me see if I have Coco number. You think Coco will pick up the phone? I don't know
Try.
if I have let me see. Yeah, but I have a number for Coco here. Let me see. Let me try calling Coco. We're gonna call Coco, folks. You just give me a little zapper P there. Coco. Let's call Coco and see. That number just. So, folks, we are calling Weston Rollins. It's Weston, right?
Weston.
Yeah. Hello, good night.
Good evening.
Yes, hello, good night. This is Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street on WZYU 95.9 FM live in New Jersey. Is this Mr. Weston Rollins?
No, you have the wrong number.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Bye-bye. All right. That one wrong there, boy. What number was that? 7440444. How about next one, Tommy?
Try it.
I'm gonna try the next one. Tommy, I thought we had paid the day, you know.
Oh Lord. Try again.
I'm gonna try this one here. I'm gonna try this one here. I had this one says Coco manager.
He said call only if you're calling the right
Hello?
check.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello. This is WZYU 95.9 FM in New Jersey. I was trying to reach Mr. Weston Rollins.
Right now he's at a show.
Oh, he's at a show.
Yes, has a show.
Can I give you my number so you can try to
showed up here. This 868 number.
Yeah. This is WZYU 95.9 FM in New Jersey. It's a radio station.
Right. I heard that.
Right.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Anselm. ANSELM. Anselm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you a call.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye-bye.
That's what you want me to do?
Yes.
On this number?
Yes, that number.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Great. I'll get on to him.
All right.
WhatsApp number.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right. There you have it, man. Tommy.
You tell him it's a WhatsApp number?
Yeah, I mean, he could afford a regular call, Tommy.
You sure? All right.
I think so. But Tommy, by a real number in my phone, boy. What? Look at that. But the first one was wrong, eh?
Yeah, delete that one.
Yeah, I had to delete that one. Let me delete that one time. I ain't gonna waste no time with that one. All right, I'm gonna delete that one. Yeah, so So maybe we could try, but Tommy, I want to say this, and I want to play that song when we come back. And we had this discussion here on WZY 95.9 FM. KFC, wait is.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Wash. Good night, Mr. Tommy. I look
Good
on
night,
it
sir.
for me.
Yeah, man. How you going, man?
I see they're trying to raise funds so crooked. I see you're trying to call them out. Like, hey, look at that, send a check for him too.
KFC, we don't use TNT dollars in the United States, you know.
It was send some. I saw him.
I go say,
Now, you know that you PLM partner, you PLM, you must support another party,
yeah, but
and he's a whole PLM too.
but KFC, if he's a PNM, the PNM supposed to take care of that whatever fee it is. You understand?
Yeah, but that talk show posted it. They're coming up and saying they go pay the check for everybody. Go catch up the side.
But
more money coming from my pocket.
But KFC, you didn't hear how Julia Davy cussing up today, boy? She called me
Yeah.
Oh God.
She right attacking it now.
Oh God, boy. Vicious, you know, boy. She getting vicious lately, boy. What happened to she? Yeah?
I ain't know why she going mad. She called it like butter.
Oh God. Oh boy. I had to play it, you know. I had to play it, boy. Oh, I said, wait. But you know, she put me, TC, and Heavy in the same barrel, you know.
Yeah, she drag all them.
Oh God, boy, she drag me, boy. She drag me, boy. Oh God.
You know the latest news with the commissioner and the sanction going on right now with Venezuela.
Oh, with the one with the sanctions that the USA put on Venezuela because of the election, and the opposition couldn't run. I think they pushed in jail for 15 years or something like that.
Yeah, the sitting that dictator April 18th.
Right.
They're renewing it again.
Yeah, well, I want to think, and we want to discuss that. I want to think if the Dragon deal is dead.
That will affect we with the Dragon deal.
Yeah. I wonder if the Dragon deal is dead. You know, but
Well,
I will see what
tomorrow
and get some answers. Of course, church on one of them.
Yeah. I got a call. Hey, thanks, boy. When we come back, we'll call church. Yeah, man. Yeah. So Tommy.
Well, tomorrow's address, we'll find out all the facts.
Tell me which facts.
Ones that we are supposed to know.
The real facts or alternative facts? You know, there's alternative facts, right?
Well, and there's facsimile too.
Right. But Tommy, I feel sorry for the commissioner of police.
Okay.
If
you actually get set up.
Boy, what she have them fellas sitting down next to she for? What is their purpose? I mean, if she's asked a question, at least the fellas around her supposed to be able to jump in and help her. But it seemed like if them fellas just sit down and say, you're on your own there. Because I'm going to play the video. As a matter of fact, let me get that video here. Let's play the video.
Madam Commissioner, may I just suggest, if the body cams are provided to these officers on these exercises and they're not doing it, institute disciplinary action against them. Make an example and people will fall into line. Member Richards, your last question.
Chairman, with the greatest of respect, I think for you to have to tell the Commissioner to do that is very surprising. I would imagine if it is policy, and policy should be followed, or some corrective measures should be taken.
Just
Final,
a word to the wise.
I appreciate that.
Third question.
Final question, and this is a really off-topic question, but related. Is there a particular mandate for Beyond the Tape? Is there a particular mandate for the Beyond the Tape show? And I ask the question in context that very often I hear utterances in that show that are in stark contradiction to what the police leadership is saying. And it is very surprising to me. So the police leadership says one thing about gangs. The show is saying we're giving the gangs a bly. So I'm confused. Is there a mandate for that show? And does the show take instruction and policy and public dissemination from the police leadership? Because very often I have heard contradictory information from the police leadership and from what I see on that show. And I don't know which one to believe.
The show should be a replica of the thoughts and sentiments of the executive of the organization.
Is that happening?
There may be times when the presenter is a bit adverse to the thoughts of the organization.
The presenter representing the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on a national broadcast, very popular show, in uniform, and you are telling us he is averse to what the leadership is saying? That is a shocking revelation.
I'm making my comments based on what you would have said.
So no one is monitoring the show from leadership perspective?
Yes, the show is monitored by the corporate communications unit.
Are you satisfied with what is coming out of the show? As the head of the police service?
At this time, no.
You're not satisfied, and it continues.
It is being, no, actually the show is being reviewed.
Okay, thank you.
I've had discussion.
No further questions.
Madam Commissioner.
So when we come back, we're going to do two things. We're going to talk about the show being reviewed, and then we're going to play you a voice note from Wayne Hay, the Watchman. All right? So, folks, stick and stay. It's In the Village with the Dad Triplets on WZY 95.9 FM. It's Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message. Tommy?
Yeah.
It's never a dull day in Trinidad and Tobago. Right?
Very,
we can see
very consistent. Very consistent.
Yeah, very consistent. Okay, very consistent. Oh, the thing sending me a note now. All right, well, I will take care of that note after.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's very consistent. Let me get this here. Very, very consistent. We go here. Yeah. So, folks, let's go for a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. It's In the Village with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. I don't know why this thing is showing up here on my screen, but something is telling it. Something is going on right here, Tommy. Let me see if I can deal with that.
What is it saying?
It's just telling me that the system that I have here is... You can hear me, though.
Claro, like Rio.
All right, good, good. You're not seeing anything on the screen, right?
Nada.
Okay, good, 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 good. So then it's fine. It's just something just blinking here on my screen. And anyway, so first of all, let's play our favorite song now. Let's play one verse of it. Let's play our favorite song by Karina Ashe.
Lord knows I tired, hear it. Protesters daily declare it. Bedlam on Nelson or Beatam. When you are we shut down the program. Vendors from Queen Street to Charlotte. When they hot and ready to riot. What we do like they what we thief. Once I'm facing adverse conditions, crime is their fallback position. And to this mindset I just fall. Good grief, good grief. Cause I remember back in the 90s when they killed for Michael Hercules, shoot me famous prison commissioner. The mother say she boy was a hustler, but for crimes like murder there is no good reason or rhyme. Poverty ain't no damn excuse for crime. No way, poverty is no excuse. You don't ever win but lose. But with upward mobilization, nothing beats good education. Next time a youth man say it, hit him a slap one time. What poverty and no damn excuse for crime.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with yours truly, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and you on WZYU 95.9 FM. So Tommy, poverty is no excuse for crime according to Karine Ashe, a writer. Right? So whenever people have difficulties in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have crime, it ain't nothing to do with poverty. It's just because them people and them, they have money, they're living well, they eating 3 square meals, and they're just going to make life miserable for other people. Yeah? But
True.
anyway, Tommy, let me
You
read
know,
the art. Go ahead.
It's a guy they called Pharaoh. You hear about him?
Call who?
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh?
He sing a one on Watson Duke.
Nah. Say that for me.
All right.
Yeah. Where you from, Tobago?
No. Apparently from Trinidad.
Okay. All right. So here is an article in The Guardian, because we heard the Commissioner of Police talking about Beyond the Tape. COP reviewing Beyond the Tape program. The Beyond the Tape program is being reviewed as the TNT Police Service is dissatisfied with the production. You know, Tommy, I have to tell you, I've said over and over that this government is a reactionary government. Right? You mean to say only now they have a problem with Beyond the Tape? Or they always had a problem and we didn't know about it?
I guess they're being called out now.
I just don't get it, man. Anyway, so the Beyond the Tape program, all right, the Beyond the Tape program is being reviewed as the TT Police Service is dissatisfied with the production, and there may be times when the show's presenter is a bit averse to the thoughts of the organization, says Commissioner of Police Erla Herwood Christopher. And COP Herwood Christopher has also been advised by Parliament Joint Select Committee on National Security to charge business that sell unauthorized police wear, and also charge police officers who don't wear body cameras. These were among development at yesterday's Joint Select Committee inquiry with the TTPS top brass. JSC member Dr. Paul Richard asks if there was a particular mandate for Beyond the Tape show that co-hosted by acting senior superintendent Port of Spain Division. My phone is only blinking. Roger Alexander. Richard said he was asked since very often I hear utterances on that show that are in stark contradiction to what the police leadership is saying. It is very surprising the police leadership say one thing about gangs. The show is saying we are giving the gangs a blight. Is there a mandate for the show, and does it take instruction, policy, and public dissemination from the police leadership? Because every often I've heard contradictory information from the police leadership than to what I see on the show, and I don't know which one to believe, Richard says. Here what Christopher responded. The show should be a replica. That's my phone. Hold on. Okay. I just lost them. Hold on, I just lost the app on my phone. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you know why? That's why it doesn't. Hold on. All right, here we are. Richard asks if she, as TTPS head, was satisfied with what's coming out of the show. Here what Christopher said, at this time, no. And actually, the show is being reviewed. We have had discussions on criminal elements using clothing that appear to be TTPS uniform or vehicles with blue lights and siren, like TTPS vehicles. Here what Christopher said, the TTPS had noted the situation. All right. This is not going to work because my phone. Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right. Here Christopher said the TTPS has noted the situation. She said it's one of the avenues in which the TTPS. All right. You know what? I'm going to leave that there for now. But basically what she was talking about is a lot of things that was said from the JSC meeting, and they talked about police uniform. They talked about the Beyond the Tape show, that there's differences in what is said on the show and what's coming out from the TTPS brass. And it's only now that they have figured there was a difference between the two. And let me say welcome to my buddy Mean with the cricketer last name, and Michael Mirage. Yeah. Welcome to Mean with the cricketer last name and Mirage. And then we're gonna play for you guys a voice note from Watchman. I called him today, but it's about 4 a.m. now in Uganda, so I'm not gonna call him. Captain Singh said, Walls, Crow said if you don't have a certified check, don't call your phone. Nah, we just call him. No, the voice wasn't Crow. That voice was a number I had. I think that was Crow's manager. That wasn't Crow. Walls, send me Penelope Becker's number. I need some agricultural land redone for housing. Captain Singh, call one of your UNC pals now, man. Come on, man. Denise, good night. Margaret, good night to you. So, Tommy, what I'm going to do now, let me play Watchman voice note. It's a little long, but when I get the thing, I had also call Watchman and talk to him. So let me play Watchman voice note, folks. This is Watchman's voice note that he sent. Let me see where it is. Okay, here it is.
This is Dr. Wayne Haid, the Watchman, on the 1st of February 2024. By now, lots of people in Trinidad and Tobago and in other parts of the world would have seen video clips of the meeting between Commissioner of Police Earl Christopher and members of our executive and the Parliamentary Joint Select Committee on National Security. And I've heard many negative comments made about the commissioner with respect to how she answered questions. And some said that she appeared not to understand what was going on and otherwise give a negative image of the police service. And lots of people said that she should not be holding the job and that she is not equipped, qualified, or prepared to do the job. Well, I want to address it this morning by making a case for Earl Christopher. Because we can't judge a person's entire career on the basis of how they articulated themselves before cameras and in certain meetings. And let me tell you, in my honest opinion, I believe that Earl Christopher is highly educated, highly motivated, has received proper training, is hardworking, is a spiritual person, highly spiritual, and also a person of high integrity, without any allegations of corruption or anything that can besmirch her name. And that she has made the police service her home for all of her adult life. So she's a police to the bone. Now, honestly, in looking at some of the clips, it appeared to me and to many others that she was unaware of how to answer certain questions.
What happened? What happened there? Come back, Anselm.
That allowed them to buy time to say what they wanted to say. And yet even others would use the technique of repeating the question to buy time in order to formulate and articulate a proper response. Ms. Christopher didn't use any of these techniques or other techniques to buy time. But it wasn't because, in my opinion, that she didn't know. I think she was attempting to be too careful, that she wanted to be sure that she said the correct thing in the correct manner and using the correct English enunciation and pronunciation. And that to me is a question of communication and the training that she might or might not have received in terms of how to address public and prepare for public discourse. And let me tell you something. Some people said she looked timid. Ola Christopher is not a timid person, for those who know her. And she's not afraid. In fact, sometimes I got the impression during the clip that she was biting her tongue not to say the wrong thing. And if people would remember that Ola Christopher was one of the few senior officers to stand up to Gary Griffith during his time as Commissioner of Police. So much so that Gary recently boasted that he sent her into exile, basically sending her on 2 years leave, as if that was some sort of legal penalty. No. She earned her leave, and she was entitled to take her leave if you say go on her leave. Nothing was wrong with that. That was not a crime, and she did not do anything wrong. But what is interesting is that while he exiled her, he kept on board another senior officer who it is alleged had several bank accounts containing millions of dollars, and there was no great scrutiny by Gary Griffith, no great investigation or attempt to have accountability, and that person remained there. That speaks more about Gary Griffith than it does about Ola Christopher. Now, let us get to what the nitty-gritty is. In addition to her attributes, it is important to know that to select a commissioner, it is very hard to find a person who is educated, qualified, experienced, of high moral integrity, and no hints of corruption and other things, and at the same time be able to articulate themselves perfectly in public. And then some people say, well, she's not a crime fighter, we need a crime fighter. Very few commissioners were known to be crime fighters. In fact, the two most known would be Randolph Burroughs and James Philbott. And even McDonald Jacob, they were involved directly in criminal investigations that is known to the public. But most of the commissioners were basically administrative. So that is not a knock against her. The question would be, how do we properly prepare her to meet the public and to articulate the views of the service in a proper manner? It would require training not only for her, but also for other members of the executive who I heard speak at that meeting and themselves did not sound like they were able to give the confidence to the service and to the public that they could lead properly. So something has to be done in that regard with respect to the commissioner particularly, but by extension, all the senior officers who aspire to the job. So before we crucify the lady for a bad performance, and yes, I admit it was a bad performance, it was not and should not be the only yardstick by which you measure her entire performance. Commissioners of police in Trinidad and Tobago have not had a good record in terms of dealing with crime. And the fact is that she also deserves high commendation, she and her other executive members, for completing a promotion exercise in which over 900 people were promoted. That was in abeyance since 2008. And that was a high moral raiser for lots and lots of police officers. Yes, some mistakes were made in terms of the tabulation that led to legal challenges. I think the major problem again had to do with communication and how the matter came to the public view in the first place. The commissioner should have jumped in front, taken it out, and take charge of the narrative rather than letting it leak out and then doing a halfway kind of apology where no one was sure where that it was actually her making the apology. And that is what went wrong. Again, it is a question of communication. So let me don't beat up on the lady for this mistake. She is not responsible for the position that the country is facing with respect to guns and crime. That is a government responsibility, and not just this government, all the previous governments who roll over and allowed the criminals to reach this stage. That's another story. But what I want to say is this. Ms. Christopher needs our support. She needs our help. And she needs to also not be very sensitive, even about what I'm saying now, but to recognize what can be done to improve her overall appearance and performance before committees like the one that she was recently involved in. This is Wayne Hade, the Watchman. Have a good day, folks.
So, folks, that was Wayne Hade, the Watchman. And I'm going to be transparent, eh? Tommy, I'm going to be transparent.
Yep.
Wayne Hade is my friend. You know, but let me say this, eh? I think Ola Christopher should hire Wayne Hade as she's spokesperson or public relations officer or something. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night, Mr. Hanson. Good night, Mr. Tommy. So that we just played. The only thing I gather from that, the man say, he say a certain phrase, the man say, it is hard to find someone who is intelligent, who has integrity, and who is not corrupted to be the police commissioner. So all the people who was on our list, so all these years, they're corrupted. They're not intelligent. So you see words, Mr. Anslim, if you listen to the message, the words with this man used it, the man say it is hard to find that. So that means all these people who served 20, 30 years in the police service, 40 years, they were corrupted all that time. So it's hard to find that. I have one thing to say about this, Ola Christopher and the commissioner. When Mr. Rowley call on you, you cannot say no, because he will destroy you politically and your career. She had no choice in the matter. She had to take the job. And the reason why he chose her for that job, to take this firing from these so-called people in the committee, to actually hard questions. But the question I have to ask, why the same set of people do ask Mr. Hines and Mr. Rowley the hard questions? Why do we throw she under the bus? I asked Mr. Hines is Minister of National Security and Mr. Rowley is the head of National the Security Council. Ask them the hard questions. Don't ask Ola alone the hard questions. You see, there's a political phrase that is used, and I'm not calling Mr. Ola this. It's a political phrase to call it useful idiots. If you look up on it on your phone and Google it, you'll see it. And she they put her there for this purpose. So now all the focus is on her, that she can answer the questions, but we're not asking the right people who will make a difference, the hard questions. Only Miss Ula they want to ask. And you see, so this is my point of view, and I will listen off to what I have to say.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me say welcome to, before we get, let me get to that first. I think what Mr. Florida said, a statement from folks, the person who we was playing, that's a voice note from Watchman, the Calypsonian Watchman, better known as Dr. Wayne Head.
His real name is
All right?
Dr. Wayne Head.
In Uganda.
In Uganda, yes.
Right, Tommy?
Yes, he's in Uganda. Go ahead.
Yeah, if it wasn't early in Uganda now, well, you know how to pick up the phone and call him. So I would have called him, but you know, you have to respect. It's very early in Uganda right now. He said that it appears that everyone is trying to throw Ola under the bus, but it is more of the government responsibility, right? And the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security, Phil Gerald Hines, right? So, but the thing about it is that I think where Ola Christopher went wrong is when she threw those statistics out and tell people by June of whenever it is, they're aiming for a reduction in crime in 20% or whatever it is, right? I believe when she did that, she set herself up to fail. It was noble, but she set herself up to fail, because if you don't meet that, Cancer Christmas is over for you, right? And not only that, Tommy, but secondly, Tommy, what is the sense I go into a JSC meeting and I have advisors, and them advisors can jump in and help me if they see me stumbling and fumbling? What is your purpose? Or is it that you wanted to stumble and fumble so that maybe you could be in line to replace her? Help me here. Help me.
It seems suspect.
It's just suspect.
It seems suspect. You know, I think she's in over her head.
But them fellas didn't say nothing. Nothing. You just sit on there next to she. Why bring you for? Eh? Nah. That would be your last time coming to any meeting with me, because you ain't really helping me. Right? No, I'm not picking up for Ola Christopher.
No,
I'm just saying that.
But what she has to do is she has to say, well, I'm gonna let Inspector X or Y take this question. Or she could have turned and said she could have said Inspector Simon or whatever his title is. You take this one, you know.
Or Tommy, she could have answered a different question. She could have given a different answer. For example, when we talk about Beyond the Tape, simply, it's a program that, yes, it's a program of the TTPS, and there have been times in the past where there's been some disagreement on the things that have been shown in the program, and it was brought to the attention of the individual, and we continue to review the program. And as we speak, we are reviewing the program. I mean, just something.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Because that program's been in place before she became COP.
There you go. This is something that's been in place before I become Commissioner of Police. And when I become Commissioner of Police, it's something that I've been reviewing and looking at. And as we speak currently, the program is being reviewed, and I will be able to get back to you further, on what is the status of the program.
After we complete our review, I'll be able to make a pronouncement.
Yeah, one of them guys could have just jumped in there and I said to my partner, I said, boss, I like how you sanitize it, you know. I see you did an excellent job. Right? Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, Mr. Anzima, Mr. Tommy. Yeah, so I really need to talk and listen. I appreciate the comments here, and yeah, it makes sense. But Mr. Hansima, Mr. Tommy, let me ask yourself this. Which one TV station that is not on the internet, but how to say it on cable and locally, and you can get from antenna, that always give the PNM and Rowley a hard time? Is it not TV6? When the two president come and he talk about the matter what going on, what happened with Injana and Coco, speak his mind. The other girl who, the journalist, when she speak her mind about whatever, and they suspend her. Yeah. TV6 is speaking up. I feel TV6 is the only station that is speaking up, and they're trying to put a spoke in the wheel and take away all the money that they invested in there with programs like Beyond the Tape and this and that. That's just my opinion. All right. So it's have been kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll look on and I'll listen off here.
Right. What do you think about that one, Tommy?
That's very interesting observation on the part of Mr. Florida. But
Mr. Florida has come with some real critical thinking observations, you know.
Yeah, but it is because I mean, when you really think about it, TV6 tried their best to be objective, but they're between a rock and a hard place most times.
And at the end of the day, you know, your car by the hand that feeds you, you know.
Because I mean, if the PS sponsor the program,
hello,
I mean, funds are coming in. That means that those are funds coming out of the government coffers.
Because if they move that program, that means to say that money ain't coming in no more, you know.
Correct.
Right? So, I mean, all you do the maths, you know. Do the maths, you know.
But then you have people watching like the senator.
Paul Richards, Senator Paul Richards. Yeah, you know what? I think that fella, he's an excellent senator. I would say that. Based on the things that I've heard him said and answers, and people say he's anti-PNM.
He's objective. Right?
He's objective, and he's a critical thinker.
He's a true journalist. You could really see the journalism in him. As a senator, he's a. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He shows critical thinking and an unbiased approach to his job.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get him on the program. He's a good one. He have a program, a morning program on Power 102, you know. Power 102. He have a program on Power 102. And they have a fella on that program. What is that fella name again, boy? I'm a partner, good PNM friend, you know. Henderson, boy. Who is that fella? That PNM fella on the morning program on Power 102 with Richards and Raghu Singh, and I think I pronounced the name. Them fellas and him. He's a PNM. I go look it up on my phone. But look at put it in the chat. The fella on Power 102 morning, the morning breakfast program, the PNM fella. Right? I forget his name.
Welcome, Jerome Moses.
Yeah, Jerome Moses in the chat. Hey, Jerome, welcome, boy. Mean Gene.
Good, Stephen. Morning too. Good. Not morning. Good evening.
Yeah. Mean says, I think his computer is frozen. I don't know. Maybe he was talking about Tommy. Judy, welcome. Patricia Hutchinson. You know, Tommy, you know who I went to school with?
No.
I went to school with All-Rounder's daughters.
Oh, yeah?
Leah and Shirley Hendrickson.
Yes.
Yeah, as I see Hutchinson there. And Tommy, boy, I have to tell you, at that time, they live up Quarry Street. And they were,
They were
I'll go leave it there.
you had crushes on them.
Eh?
You had crushes on them.
No. I didn't have no crush on them. I didn't have no- yeah, they were. Yeah, I mean, we went to the same school, Calvary Roman Catholic School.
Okay.
Right? And I will leave it there.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Let me leave
Save
it
yourself. Save yourself.
there. Darren Red says, Darren, welcome. Where was her name on the merit list? There goes the argument. Okay. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Caribbean Soul says, Wall Street Earl merit showing.
Wow.
Oh God. Yeah. Hey, we had that was the watchman, Dr. Wayne Hade, on the phone. Darren asked, what number was the name on the merit list? I don't remember. Some people say it was 12th. I don't know. I don't remember. Inja said, what do you expect from someone who was placed 12th and still given the job? What she has to show since she was made commissioner? Well, Inja, let me be honest, right? There was a 5% reduction in murders. All right? If we're going to be honest, and be balanced, there was a 5%. It's not fantastic, but think about it this way. What about if there was a 5% increase in murders? What would have been said? Tommy? Let me use the same 5% now. Right? So I think what we can see, but look at what we already had. Where we at now? 40 something already? From what I understand.
Yesterday was 37. I don't know how many today.
I saw something with 42 or something. Right? And I have something here, Tommy. I cannot go tonight without dealing with Julia Davy. I have to deal with that runaway Rottweiler, runaway PNM activist Rottweiler. And that is all impeccable names, Tommy, because the leader they call Manning, who's an impeccable man. I'm just using Manning words, so they get upset with me. I'm using Patrick Manning words. Caribbean Soul. Earl need our help. We need her help in investigating the merit list on who interfered with it.
Himself investigates himself.
Yeah, himself will investigate himself. Judy Florentino Lozado. Who is that?
Welcome, Judy.
Who is that? Who is Judy said?
Florentino
Lozado. I don't know. And let me tell Trinidad and Tobago something here, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Trinidad and Tobago. Let me do the chat first and I'll come back to that. Remind me. I want to talk about something about sanctions on Venezuela and how it's going to affect Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? Well said indeed, caller. On point. However, she should step down, step out. Oh God, Judy saying the woman should step out. Judy, you don't understand, Judy. Oh God, Judy. This is the first time we have a woman commissioner of police in Trinidad. This is historic. This is legacy. Yeah?
Yeah. Legacy is great, but we want functionality.
Oh God, Tommy, but legacy is good too, you know. You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't know if that's C good enough. We need like an A. We need like an A.
Darren says you cannot blame Earl. You have to blame the person who put it there. Yeah, KFC. Turn on your computer. Turn on your computer.
Yeah, good day, Mr. Worship.
Yeah. Anthony.
I'm Mr. Tommy again.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Watchman.
Yeah, that's my partner, Wayne Hade, Dr. Wayne Hade Watchman.
That's the one who was attacking Gary Griffith?
Yeah, that's my partner.
Okay, what problem with Gary Griffith, man? But you trying to say you trying to see last of that commission, there wasn't corruption.
Oh
And
God.
all Christopher, she's so fair. I share all her education.
The partner throwing something about Gary. Yes, you had to throw something in about Gary.
Yeah, he has something personal, Gary. But you know, that's that legacy, that doctoral legacy, you know, you want to be easy first prime minister. It's like a woman commissioner police, you know.
Yeah. Correct is right. Correct is right. Yeah, that I looking back at it now, I don't know if she was the right person for that position, being that the condition that the country was in at that point in time. You know?
I want to go at her because our mothers, our sisters, and our two daughters there, but she was at the bottom of the ladder and they reach up on the top.
Yeah, but KFC, you know what it is? I like how you say that, because you know you're thinking about your kids too, your daughters, and
yeah,
you know you ain't want to, you know, you want to
Yeah.
sanitize it a little bit.
I want to be British because she's a woman too.
Yeah. But listen now, but a person like we can't say the same for a person like Julia Davy. You understand?
No.
You know, that the runaway PNM activist Rottweiler, you know. You know that, right? Oh God, boy. I'd have played that thing, but she cost today. And
but what should I like how they push you up there? But you know, Heinz and you know that media that we asking Rowley and Heinz and them kind of hard questions on them.
But you know, it's true, you know. It's true, you know. That is true, you know. That's a very valid point. I don't hear the media asking them fellas no hard question, you know. It's one set of softball question. You know, they're throwing up little softball.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Prime Minister, nothing of significance or earth shattering.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you think they can?
Yes, they could. Why not?
Yeah, but how far would they get?
Well, you might buff them.
You need man I see that question, Mr. Amaro, no?
Yeah. But I think
and Dr. Lick when I apologize to him, you know.
Right. When he talk about Wendell Motley being on a board. I remember that.
Yeah.
Am I going to be in them thing again no more?
No, the doesn't Amaro pass to go in them meeting and when they have them meeting them.
They don't invite him.
Let me call Amaro now. Let me see if Amaro number. KFC, I'm going to call Amaro. Yeah, man. Bless.
All right.
Yeah, man. Let me call Amaro and see.
Listen, Anselm.
Yeah.
Any critical media personnel don't get invited to any of those events, you know.
You serious? Nah. Tommy, I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. I believe you're making that up. Seriously.
I feel I'm making it up too. Seriously.
Let me call out Robert Amaro, see if he got to say it. I want to find out if they stop inviting Robert Amaro to their meeting on them. I think I had two numbers, you know. Jerome Moses said Earl Christopher was number 12.
You see, Singapore we talk about all the time. But if we follow, which is meritocracy, pragmatism, we have no problem.
You think we can follow that?
Of course we can.
Judy says, agree to disagree. She should do her job, that assignment to serve as commissioner. And I have two numbers for Robert, but Robert number just ringing.
If we follow that motto, we wouldn't be putting square pegs in wrong hole.
But Tommy, we have been doing that for a long time.
We have to just stop and finish it once and for all and do it.
You think they could just stop just so?
Well, guess what? The way the crime rate spirals out of control year after year. Would we have a choice? Would we have a choice but to do what's right?
Let me see if I have a next number for this. Well, Tommy, sometimes what's right may not be the right thing to do. What's right may
I
not be
don't
the
know.
right.
There's no right way to do a wrong thing. I can tell you that.
All right, I don't know. I had that one number there. Let me see this number here. Robert Amount new.
There's
All right,
no
I'll
right
see if
way
I,
to do the wrong thing.
I'll go see if I get Robert Amount. Mean says Wall Street. That's pure speculation. What is pure speculation? What is that? What Mean talking about?
I don't
Mean
know.
with the cricketer last name. Stephen Kerr says, Wall Street, you could be her PR. Yeah, give me the work. I could do long distance PR for she, no problem. Rowley used it to play politics. That's to say you appoint the first woman commissioner of police. That's all. Okay. Jerome Moses. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Bijram says Tony Lee. Who's Tony Lee from the I-95 point?
From the radio show.
Morning program?
Yeah.
What he?
He's saying that's the other person who's on the radio with Paul.
No. That's not him. No. Tony Lee's from I-95.5.
Yeah, he's with
Tony
Dale.
Lee and Dale.
And
Tony Lee and Dale. Yeah, Tony Lee and Dale is on 95.5 morning program. But we have a fella. Let me see if I could get Paul 102 morning program. Let me see if I put it in YouTube. If I go that fella. Because I remember Paul 102 digital live stream. Who is that fella? Oh, look at me. I go tell you what his name is. Yeah? Hold on. Let me play that. Yeah, I just see him there with the morning breakfast show. Come on, man. Who is that? The morning breakfast show. Hold on, let me see this. Hold on, wait now. Hey, Judy, if you went to school with them sisters, then you went to school with me too. Because did you go to Calvary? Wendell is his name. Wendell.
Yes. Okay.
Wendell. Where's Wendell last name? Yeah. Okay, it's Wendell is his first name. Wendell. I don't remember what's Wendell last name. Wendell.
Judy says right is right, wrong is wrong. She said yes. Apparently she went to school with you guys.
You went to Calvary?
She said yes, sir.
Well, look at that. Tommy and Judy remember me,
She remembers you, yeah.
I was a little dry, bony fella back then, when I was going to Calvary Roman Catholic. But Judy, you remember Mr. Bain, the Bain brothers? And Tommy, we had a steel band too, in Calvary. I used to play the bass boy. Yeah.
What happened if you lose touch?
Yeah. Once I leave Calvary, and I went to Diego Martin Junior Secondary, and then I went to Barataria. But I want to say something. I wanted to come back to something, but I want to say something about that, Tommy. You see, I think many people in Trinidad and Tobago are taking Krokro Comanenchon's song wrong. Let me repeat that. I think many people in Trinidad and Tobago is taking Krokro Comanenchon's song wrong. And here's why I say that. I think, in my estimation, some of the people who Krokro was singing about include myself. And let me tell you guys why. And I've spoken about this in the past. My last name is Libon. I have a French last name. Right? And let me divert a little bit here. I hear a lady, Tommy. I just call she the PSA hater. Right? telling people my name is Anselm Libon. And I'm like, but that's my name. Eh? And people might know me by Wall Street, but my name is Anselm Libon. I never run away from my name. Why is she telling people that his name is Anselm Libon when that is my name? What that's supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Boy, anyway, I'm going to say that now. Yeah, Judy said, remember you. Oh, God. Judy said, who remember your face? Laugh out loud. Oh, God. Some people tell me I have a radio face, you know, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's that supposed to mean?
You're asking me to tell me I have a face for radio. That's what it's saying.
There's a television face and a radio face.
Yeah, I have a radio face.
Okay.
Captain Singh said the right person is me was. Yeah, here we go, Captain. Captain, I just get Captain credit, you know. Captain knows some things, you know. Wendell Stevens. That is his name.
Wendell Stevens.
Yeah? Yes. Boy, one morning I listened. Karen Nunes was on that program one morning. And that man show you PNM petticoat left, right, and center, you know. Oh, God. I say, way, boy. Yeah?
Hey. You know, as a journalist, regardless of who he is, he's supposed to be as objective as possible.
I'm telling you, and you wasn't objective, man. You could see PNM petticoat was showing. And listen, I have told people, right? I want to get back to Mean with the cricketer last name. He said something about that's speculative. What was he talking about?
I don't know. I wish he would quantify what some stuff he says.
Wall Street, that's pure speculation. What does speculation mean with the cricketer last name? What is that? Yeah, so you know what, Tommy? I wanted to go to we have so much videos, I don't know which one to play.
Yeah, but I was telling you about Pharaoh before. The song the song he has is called I Don't Want to Do It.
You sent it for me, right?
I wasn't able to send you to share the link on it. I don't know why.
Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube.
Okay, let me look for it then. What's the name of it?
Pharaoh, the name of the song is I Don't Want to Do It.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Or it's AH, right?
Yeah, AHDOHWNTDOIT.
Okay, DOHWNT. I don't want to do it. Here it is. Pharaoh, I don't want to do it. Here it is.
Yeah.
What time it is? We go play it when we come back. Because it's 5 minutes long.
Yeah. We'll take it to the top of the hour.
Yeah, it's Joseph Thompson.
Yeah, Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh. Yeah. I hear that one too. But there was one with an extempo with Fally, Rowley, and Duke. Let me listen to that one.
Wait. Fally versus Duke versus Rowley.
Well, I feel everybody know, down in Tobago, I say it wasn't easy. Rowley want to mash off Fally. Fally say he had taken that, and he come back with that attack. And this thing ain't come like no fluke. He even mash up what's in Duke. And I say, they're ready for Fally. At all. They're ready for Fally. That is the message for Rowley. Fally don't let him know. It's he who run into Tobago. So he come and he playing bad. He say, there is no Trinidad. Tell them they're ready for Fally. They're ready for Fally. Oh God. Well, I feel everybody know what in the blood don't do use it to. Everybody know I well flat to rule what's near ready for that. And you know it is plain to see that fella I support in he. The man he just not real easy. And I say they're ready for he. I say that they're ready for Fally. You'll agree with me. Oi, they're ready for Fally. That is the message for Rowley. And you know it is very sad. Rowley Fred Fally really bad. And you know I need tell him this. Why you don't mind your damn business? And he said they're ready for Fally. Thank you.
Another extempo, boy. Wait, you call that extempo?
Yeah, that one was look like an extempo, yes.
Oh God, Judy say I wanna be Calypsonian. Oh, Judy, boy. Oh boy, Judy didn't like that one at all.
She ready for
Like
Fally?
Yeah, she didn't like that one at all. She said nah. Yeah. So folks, just in case you miss it, tomorrow the Prime Minister is gonna have a press conference, and when we come back, we're gonna give you a video on the Doom Dragon deal. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. That is something.
That is something, I think it's very important that. But Tommy, I'll be honest with you. I want that deal to work. I'll be honest.
For Trinidad and Tobago's sake.
Country.
Yeah, for country. For country.
I'm not interested in the party part of it. I want it because hopefully it will inject.
Because if it fails, that means that we could have some more mass migration again from Venezuela.
Yes, Tommy. There you go. That is what I wanted to talk about too. In my estimation, these sanctions that are going to be placed on Venezuela are going to have an effect on Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep.
Because that means to say there's going to be more economic hardship in Venezuela, right? And they are going to start migrating to Trinidad and Tobago now. And that is more hardship for us. Could we deal with that hardship now? I don't think so.
More stress on the economy.
More stress on the economy, right? So we should be fighting for America not to put sanctions on Venezuela because we are going to be an accessory to the sanctions.
Yeah, but Maduro needs to do the right thing. What has to happen is that somebody has to get into Maduro ears to let him know that he has to do things a little bit more fairly, more reasonably. He can't be jailing all his opposition.
But Tom, you think anybody could reach him? Serious?
Well, the people need to do something about him.
The people? You're going to end up in jail?
No, well, they have a vote. Don't they have a vote? They have an election coming.
Yeah. You're going to vote for? Opposition?
Well, if he can't jail everybody who's running against him.
No, he ain't go jail everybody. He go just jail the most important people. Right? And then, but if you're not in opposition, who you going to vote for?
Any position but him.
Yeah, but I don't believe in America trying to overthrow a democratically elected government. I don't believe in that.
I fully agree. America need to mind their business.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe.
Because frankly, I'm almost certain that America trying to undermine who it is they want to.
Yes. They want to put a puppet, in my estimation. So, folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for a quick break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. Yes, I'm like some goats when they come looking for votes. Say to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.
And there you have it. Some people wondering if our beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, is a sad place. Tommy, many people wonder.
You don't have to wonder. You just have to look at the reality as to what has been going on over the last couple of years. Not just a couple of years, but many years. It's been a...
You know what, Tommy? Let me try to call Stuart Young.
You're wasting your time.
Oh God, Tommy, oh God. Come on, man. You never know. You never know. So, folks, we calling Stuart Young, Minister of Energy. Tommy, they go pick up one day. Trust me. One of these days, they go pick up. I feel so. I have confidence that one of these days they will pick up.
I just hope you don't get your feelings hurt.
Nah. My feelings ain't go hurt. But Tommy, you know, we here from PNM German in a while.
She's...
PNM people get to she, boy. Tell she, don't call that program again, you know. Or we go take with your PNM card. I feel must take with she card, you know. Because you gotta be careful, you know, when you could only call certain programs. Anytime you call a program that think is
problematic.
They're in trouble. I don't answer any phone, no?
I told you could use that.
All right, Mr. Old Not Young. So, folks, here is the situation because of the sanctions. Caribbean Soul. Here is the situation with the sanctions. As far as how it may have an effect on Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? There we go.
Venezuela, sanctions actions and supporting democracy. Press statement, Matthew Miller, U.S. Department of State spokesperson actions by Nicolas Maduro and his representatives in Venezuela, including the arrest of members of the Democratic opposition and the barring of candidates from competing in this year's presidential election, are inconsistent with the agreement signed in Barbados last October by representatives of Nicolas Maduro and the Unitary Platform. In support of the Barbados Agreement, the United States issued General License 44, which provides relief to Venezuela's oil and gas sector. Absent progress between Maduro and his representatives and the opposition Unitary Platform, particularly on allowing all presidential candidates to compete in this year's election, the United States will not renew the license when it expires on April 18, 2024. Additionally, the United States is revoking General License 43, which authorized transactions involving Minerven, the Venezuelan state-owned gold mining company. U.S. persons will have 14 days to wind down any transactions that were previously authorized by that license. The United States remains strongly committed to supporting dialogue between the parties and to the aspirations of the Venezuelan people for a democratic future. We will continue to work with the international community and all peaceful democratic actors across the political spectrum in Venezuela and leverage mechanisms at our disposal to encourage a return to the principles in the Barbados Agreement. The Barbados Electoral Roadmap Agreement remains the most viable mechanism to resolving Venezuela's long-standing political, economic, and humanitarian crisis and realizing competitive and inclusive elections in Venezuela. But that will require Maduro and his representatives upholding the roadmap's principles and ensuring that opposition political actors have the right to select their candidates for the 2024 presidential election freely.
No audio.
Yeah. I just stop putting on that nothing. Yeah, that is it live and direct from Washington. That's the press release, and very straightforward.
Yep.
So we hope that something will work out, and there'll be some benefit from. Tommy, I want to ask you a question. Have I ever come on this radio station and advocate for anybody losing their jobs?
Absolutely not.
Anytime.
Absolutely not. Never.
As a matter of fact, there was one time COP had called, and it sounded like if he was advocating for somebody losing their job, and I tell them, I have no interest in anybody losing their job. But I want you to take a listen to this.
Before I go to the lines, however, I want to tell people, especially the fellow who living in the white man country, I want him to know that when I leave my house, I don't have to come to sit here. I don't pick up this chair to carry back to my house. This chair here, don't bother me. And all your attempts, all your nasty, dirty attempts, because it's a stink man, I say so, Wall Street. You stink, you're nasty, you're dirty. You're a despicable human being. You're filth. All your attempts to have me removed from this chair, whether you succeed or you fail, doesn't bother me one bit, because my whole life, my principle, my being, my existence doesn't surround sitting down behind this microphone here. There is a greater power that is in me, that controls me.
Tommy, I want to go solo here for a little bit.
Go ahead, go solo.
Yeah, I want to say to Julia Davy, I am not going in the gutter with you, and I am not going to give you any oxygen. You're going to go in the gutter by yourself. You're going to stay down there by yourself. Because, Julia Davy, I have kids who does listen to this program, and I want to be an example, an exemplar for my kids. I want when my kids listen to me to say, yes, that is my father. Right? So I'm not going in the gutter with you, Julia Davy. You staying in the gutter by yourself. Right? Because I have never, ever, ever, right, talked about anybody to you losing your job, you not having a job. I will never do that. Why would I do that? I will never try to take food off our next person's table. But you see, the only thing you can do is try to go in the gutter. Look, watch out that foul language. And that's why I said to the PNM, I want the PNM, and I take back what I said about the PNM condoning Julia Davis' behavior. I want the PNM to endorse Julia Davis' behavior. I want them to continue to endorse Julia Davis' behavior. I want them to continue to endorse the type of behavior she's carrying on so people can see her true colors. I don't know if Julia Davis have kids. And I don't know if they go on a social media page. Yeah, go on a social media page and see the type of things that young lady does do. Oh God. And I still want you to continue walking or jogging in order for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. But no, Julia Davy, right? I don't think you should lie unless you want to bring the evidence. You know, I could always put up a certain amount. Unless you want to bring the evidence to indicate who it is I spoke to, anybody, and told them that I want Julia Davy out of 91.9. I do have that power, and I am not going to do that. But I want you to continue with your sub-basement diatribe, right? The kind of behavior you have. And I want you to be consistent in your behavior, right? Because that is the best you can do. You cannot do any better. You can't raise the bar. The only thing you could do, Julia Davy, is lower the bar, right? And I think you're going to even go lower. It's coming lower, right? But I want you to continue to be consistent in your behavior because, as I said, right? As I said, Patrick Manning said that Prime Minister Rowley was the Rottweiler. And based on what Patrick Manning said, we now know that Julia Davy is the female PNM activist Rottweiler. Right? So I don't want the PNM to condone your behavior. I want the PNM to accept your behavior, continue with your rhetoric, because there are young people listening, and they don't want no part of that type of behavior from Julia Davy. So I'm not going to give you any oxygen. You continue with your behavior. And I hope you continue to have a splendiferous, tremendous, marvelous, spectacular program, and continue to have the herd mentality and bring the herd along with you. And I'm going to close with this. Miles Monroe said, right, I'd rather a herd of lions a herd of sheep led by a lion will defeat a herd of lions led by a sheep. Right? Don't forget that. A herd of sheep led by a lion will defeat a herd of lions led by a sheep. You enjoy yourself. Okay? Thank you very much. So Tommy, I would suggest get that out of the way.
Well, at least you get that off your chest.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I still believe in being I'm trying to find the right words to say. In taking the high ground. Always taking the high ground.
Well, I mean, I just took the high ground.
Which I want to commend you on it.
Yeah, because I don't need to get into, I mean, you come into the radio and you actually lying in order for the people who the herd mentality, right? Them don't come to the radio. All of a sudden, them want to think an election coming up, so they want to get black conscious all of a sudden. Right? Them don't fight for no black people. Them don't fight for black people. I never hear them once come and talk about the 26% of black people living below the poverty line. I never hear them once come and talk about the 18% of black people unemployed. I never hear them once come and talk about the black students scoring under 50% in the SCA. I never hear them once come and talk about the 100 kids who get CAPE scholarship, right? And 72% is Indian. I hear them denigrating the Indians. I don't hear them come and talk about the 65% of black people who died last year with the 576 or whatever the number is. I don't hear them come and talk about that. I don't hear them come and talk about economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion, and access to capital for black people and black businesses. I don't hear them come and talk about that. Every day them come is talking about Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Every day. And they don't talk about Kamla Persad-Bissessar, who reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 19.8% to 17.3%. They don't talk about that. They don't even talk about Basdeo Pandey, who did something similar. And we have from 2015 to 2023, it went from 17.3% to 26%. You hear them talk about that? Julia Davy, all you go fool them set of black people, them PNM black people who suffering peacefully. You go fool them. But they have a new set of black people coming who not listening to them rhetorics. They ain't listening to that. And they don't want to hear you because you have nothing valuable to tell them. Nothing valuable. They can't get no education from all you guys. What else educate for? Every time all you come to the radio, it's always this one, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, and the Indian this and the Indian that. We don't talk about that here. We talk about statistics. That's what we just talk about. And those are the facts. And facts are a stubborn thing. So, I mean, I see the Bush lawyer say you living in the white man country and trying to get her off radio. I don't know why them just come and tell these lies, boy. How could you, Tommy? It have another one came and said, Olia, it's alleged Wall Street stole money from PNM International in the United States of America. It's alleged. And,
wow.
She know in the back of her mind, even if she have kids. So, Tommy, what come if I had... Anyway, let me just say that. Be
impeccable with your words.
Yeah. What disgraceful gutter behavior. No, we don't need no war in radio community. I don't have no war or beef for them. You understand? But I'll be honest with you guys. We do fact check them. As a matter of fact, let me get into that one. Mean with the cricketer last name says Wall Street, don't allow Julia to get Julia. They ain't getting in my head. I responded to her. Yeah, but she ain't getting in my head. Yeah, she want me to descend to her level. And when you don't, she get a satisfaction and feel like an idiot. I'm not going down. I'm not going in the gutter with she. I refuse to go in the gutter with she. I responded to her, yes, I ain't going in the gutter. Nah. I let she go in that gutter by herself. You understand? Me ain't going in that gutter. But as you say that, I have a I want you all to listen to this. Where that one is going? This is what we do.
We fact check.
We fact check. Here we go. Here's another fact check. This is what we just do. We bring you accurate information when them bring all your misleading information, right? For them to, they want to sound intelligent. Listen to it. Listen.
Right. So that's why I explain that and particular people. So explain.
So let me explain the Selling Guns to the Apache. It is an old Western term.
I know, but some people would understand.
It's an old Western term where traitors would be on your side, and then they taking up muskets and guns and selling over to the enemy.
Right.
That came from the Civil War of 1946.
Right. Good.
Where the American Civil War, the term selling guns to the Apache was used to describe a traitor.
Right.
Right.
A deserter.
So don't get your knickers in a bundle.
That is a racial statement.
Yes.
It is not.
Don't get your knickers in a bundle because it's not.
Fact check. No, the phrase selling guns to the Apache did not come from the Civil War of 1946 or from the American Civil War either. There are a few reasons why this is incorrect. First, the Civil War in the United States was fought from 1861 to 1865, not 1946. The Civil War of 1946 refers to a hypothetical scenario of an alternate history novel by Robert Conroy. Second, the Apache tribes were not directly involved in the Civil War, although they did raid and attack both Union and Confederate settlements and troops in Arizona and New Mexico. The Apache War, which began in 1861 as a result of a clash between Lieutenant Bascom and Cochise, was a separate conflict that lasted until 1886. Third, the Apache tribes did not obtain guns from either side of the Civil War, but rather from French traders and Mexican smugglers who sold them firearms in exchange for horses, cattle, and captives. The Apache became skilled in using rifles and developed a unique horseback rifle mount. Therefore, the phrase selling guns to the Apache is not historically accurate or related to the Civil War of 1946 or to the American Civil War. As you can see, Mr. Arooster is wrong again.
That's what we do. We bring you accurate information. We don't try to mislead you like how they try to mislead you. Misleading information. Just talk spaghetti theory. Just talk and throw things up on the wall and see what goes stick. Yeah? When you all come in the village, we try to give you guys, not just try, but we make sure the information is as accurate as possible. And we are open to fact check too. All you notice they haven't fact checked us yet. Tommy?
But they can, because we try to do our best to make sure we give accurate information.
And that's what we do. And that's what we are known for. You know, not yet, not one of them yet. Oh, Tommy, let me digress a little bit. You know, we are supposed to get sued by Saturday, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I'm supposed to take down I'm supposed to take down something that I put up when Pastor Google said that PNM people are dunce and stupid. I'm supposed to take it down because if I don't take it down by Saturday, his attorney's coming for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's daily cry baby voice.
He has some high-powered attorneys on standby?
God, I don't know. I hope he don't get I hope he gets some good attorneys. Let me put it that way. I hope he gets some good attorneys.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let me go into the chat here. Yeah. Every day is Kamala like a stock LP record. uh, Caribbean sausage really a rooster. I live in Aruka, and me, he want to be popular like Barrett and them fellas who have street name. Yeah, man. It. But Tommy, we want to go back to
You frozen. Can you hear me? You are frozen.
yeah, our internet buffered there. Yeah, my internet buffered.
Okay.
Yeah. We want to go back to and I want to compliment Johnny Abrams on taking the high road when he spoke at the last crime talks. You see? Because you could give certain things oxygen, and go into the gutter with them. But some people look at it different. I want you to listen to Johnny Abraham.
Anti-crime town hall meeting Johnny Abraham.
I worked in a discipline
respect.
service for 40 years. And I'm not going to disrespect anybody. Who want to say whatever they want to say can feel free to say that. I am not fearful of anyone in this country. I will not be intimidated. And I'll not be bullied by no one to keep quiet where crime is concerned in this country. The Honorable Leader said that she's willing to give each member of the protective services firearm user's license to own and obtain firearms. Some people might say it is not a good idea. And that goes for the police, army, coast guard, and all the rest of the persons in the protective services. And you see, having been a police officer, involved in all kind of chase, shootout, you name it, where my life was in danger several times. I know how an officer feels when he's leaving duty and have to hand in his firearm. In this modern day and age, criminals have sophisticated weapons. You go on a crime scene, it's frightening to see the different calibers, 7.62 ammunition, 5.56, 9mm, 45.40 ammunition. And apparently, these criminals, when they go on a crime scene, they shoot off sometimes 70, 80 rounds to send fear to the public and to the police officers. You imagine an officer just involved in one of those dramas. On his way home, nothing to protect himself and his family, not even his neighbors. You tell me if that police officer could function properly. But I am saying, under the leadership of the great opposition leader, Ms. Kamala Persaud-Wisesa, that will change, and it will change shortly.
There you have it, Tommy. I don't understand why there is a man with that varied expertise and he's sitting at home. He's sitting at home. I don't understand it, but I guess it's politics, right?
Yep.
Politics have a morality of its own.
Is it politics or politics?
Yeah.
Politics. Okay.
And it could be red tricks too.
All kind of tricks.
Politics or red tricks. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mr. Rooster was wrong again with his facts. Yeah, you always wrong. He just. But Tommy, why would you come to a station and give out so many facts that's incorrect? Seriously, why is that?
I don't know. I would tend to think before you speak on or bring or make a presentation that you would do some homework, do some fact checking to make sure that your information is correct. Because at the end of the day, you don't look good.
But do they really care in that they're doing it so many times? I mean, we have fact checked that guy about 5 times already.
Because just listening to the fact that it's 1946, is it 1946 he was saying?
Yes, 1946.
It was just the other day. What civil war that was there in 1946?
Just the other day in 1946. I mean,
just to think, you just had to think, and if you just anybody just think about it, it doesn't sound right. That was just the other day.
But Tommy, I think the thing about it is that okay, all right. Listen to this one.
Besides the transatlantic slave trade, which lasted for almost 600 years, from the 14th century to the 18th century, 19th century.
Fact check. The transatlantic slave trade was a part of the global slave trade that transported enslaved African people, mainly to the Americas, from the 16th to the 19th century. It is estimated that about 12 million to 12.8 million Africans were shipped across the Atlantic over a span of 400 years. The trade began with Portuguese and Spanish traders in the 16th century, and later involved other European powers such as Britain, France, and the Netherlands. The trade was driven by the demand for labor in the colonial plantations and mines, especially for the production of sugar, coffee, tobacco, and cotton. The trade had devastating effects on the African societies, cultures, and economies, as well as on the enslaved people themselves.
Yep.
Energy in some places, in all cases, is our life or death consumption.
Yeah, game
in
changer.
in four seasons countries.
America.
It is a matter of life or
and
death.
Yes. It is not something
Your energy consumption is monitored carefully because if your gas runs out, you freeze in your apartment and die.
Every time I hear oh God. Tony, when we go up here, we have to go and check the gas to make sure it didn't run out. Oh God. But yes. Oh God.
You have a 25 pound cylinder or a 40 pound?
40 pound. I had 240.
All right.
When one run out, we switch to the other one.
All right.
Yeah. Denise says he does that because he has very low expectation of the general audience. Denise.
Hey. Correct. That means that you don't think your audience is worth beans.
Yeah. Let me get Denise a round of applause for that because that's true,
Yeah.
Yeah. Denise, take a round of applause. Denise, you are so right.
Yep. Yeah, point.
He does that because he has very low expectation of the general audience that listens to him.
Thinking he won't be challenged.
Yep. Oh God. Denise using a big word there, but yeah.
He wants some every
Yeah. And but what it is, Denise? On 91.9 now, fact check is a very important word. and people are not on radio in Trinidad and Tobago. Look, Captain Singh come again. Yeah,
He loves Juliet David Juju.
yeah. That Captain Singh, the UNC.
No, but nothing wrong. You're supposed to love her.
That's true, you know. That's true. Yeah. You're
That's
supposed to give her a lot of.
that's our duty, to love each other.
Correct is right. Now, Tommy, I want us to listen to the transformational Jamaican leader. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Andrew Holness.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the Jamaican Prime Minister.
How many of you know that the University of the West Indies has a small nuclear reactor? You know that little Jamaica has that for research purposes? Yes. The technology has moved so far ahead in terms of cost and safety that we must also now explore the use of what they call small modular nuclear reactors for the production of clean energy that will give you what they call firm capacity on your electricity grid. If we manage to do those two things, we will transform the energy sector in Jamaica and ensure that every Jamaican don't have to worry about their electricity bill. We can end energy poverty in Jamaica. No more bridge light, no more thief light, no more hide and borrow light from your friend. You should have electricity affordable so that you can enjoy the best quality of life. And your government that you elect, that you support, is thinking way ahead of the rest as to how we can get to that destination.
And Tommy, that is only 1 minute and 24 seconds. You know?
Wow.
Can we get 1 minute and 24 seconds like that on a rally coming out of Trinidad and Tobago from the PNM? I'm asking a question.
It's a tall order.
Can we get something like that, which is addressing the people of Trinidad and Tobago or your constituents? Can we get someone like that that addresses that? Tell them something that's going to be done. Don't just throw things out because of what happens and hope it will stick. Right? Now, people were running with the 100 million. You know, that talk done. That talk done, you know.
Talk done.
Yeah, that talk done is next. Next up. All right. So, Tommy, let me play scenario for tomorrow press conference. Something.
Scenario.
Go ahead.
No. Scenario for tomorrow's press conference, you're saying?
Yes. By the Prime Minister.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No. Well, we know where he just came from. We know energy is at the top of the list. Security is the next one.
Okay.
And what's the third one?
Third one? I don't even know. I don't know. There was third one that he went for, but tomorrow,
I know Haiti came into the Venezuela came in. Haiti came in. Venezuela is the energy. Haiti is what? Security and stability.
Yeah.
And of course, crime.
Well, crime go follow under security.
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah. So what I was saying is, with security is crime and of course drug trade, or should I say drug transshipment, or whatever, however you want to describe it. Narcotics, whatever.
I think, Tommy, tomorrow there's going to be a few nuggets coming again that's going to take over the airways for another week. For example, the last time they had a meeting in Sawa, it was the 100 million that was shown out, right?
Right.
and they run with that for a whole week, right? Then tomorrow, something else is going to be thrown out, and they're going to run with that for next week again. And they're going to forget what happened 2 weeks ago. And, so, I mean, yeah, you have to give the guy credit, The guy is very astute. The prime minister is very astute. Right?
Do you think he really got nuggets out of this meeting, or just hot air?
Tommy, he go come and spin it. He go spin it. Of course, he will come and spin it tomorrow, and you go wait and you go see. And then once he spin it, the rest of spin bowlers from the PNR, that is the People's National Riders, they're gonna come and just continue to spin it. And that is what it is. Yeah.
You think he's gonna hear about Ramsey and call Ramsey or send Ramsey an email?
Yes.
Yes to what?
Yes. Let me leave it at yes.
I like the answer. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Let me leave it at yes.
Yeah,
right?
because
however, yeah.
somebody's gonna make utterances in the sense about Ramsey's proposal.
Yeah. And I want them to try something different. Let's try something different. Try it. Give it a try.
Yep.
Because I feel very saddened today when I saw those videos of the commissioner of police.
Yeah, she needs all the help she can get.
She needs all the help she can get. She needs all hands on deck. But Tommy, as I said to my friend, they have said that we here in the United States of America and outside of Trinidad and Tobago think we are better than the people who are living in Trinidad and Tobago. And we want to come and impose our ideas on them. And them don't need that. Right? I don't know if she's open to being helped. Because whatever happened there, Tommy, was sad. It was sad.
No, the bottom line is this. In this country, they have had challenges way before the challenges arose in Trinidad. And they've tried this, that, and the third. Some of it worked, some of it didn't work. Nobody's trying to suggest things that they know didn't work. Nobody's trying to stuff nothing down anybody's throat. All we're trying to do is to help because we want a better homeland. It's not that we're running away or ignoring what's going on. We have a stake in the land. We have a stake in the game or in the good life that we expect. So we're trying to do all we can to improve it because we know things need vast improvements at this particular time.
Tommy, do you think it's more scarier to live in New York or New Jersey or in Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time?
Actually, Trinidad is scarier to live in at this time. New Jersey and New York have become safer than it ever was.
Tommy, I think if you take a poll in Trinidad and Tobago, many people will disagree with you.
You see, they don't know. They don't know the facts.
Well, because, Tommy, you remember now, it's politics. So it's going to go along the line again of PNM people saying it's safer, right? Because their party in power and they don't want their party to look bad. And UNC people will say it's scarier because the UNC is in opposition. You see what I'm saying?
Look at the carnival coming up in 2 weeks. Or should I say a week and a half?
Yeah.
how does it really look? What is the general feeling? Do they really feel as if there's a sense of security, some sense of security that encourages people to participate, and that is going to...
Yes. Yes.
They do?
Yes. You know why? The TTPS is going to go all out with the army in order to make sure that the carnival is the safest carnival that you can have in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right.
They're going to go to the nth degree to make sure it's safe. It's carnival, you know.
But I was reading in the newspaper yesterday, is it yesterday or the day before? I was reading that there's either 10 or 20% reduction in costume sales or something like that. I was reading.
In Trinidad? Really?
Yeah, I was reading I read, I think it's yesterday's newspaper, I read where the only people that seem to be okay was Ronnie and Caro, but the other band leaders were expressing a drop in registrations.
I think the main reason for that, Tommy, is that the report that the US put out on safety in Trinidad and Tobago can have a drastic effect on people from the United States coming to Trinidad and Tobago for Carnival. Because remember, when you come Trinidad for Carnival, you know, it's a kind of a free up thing then. You know, and you used to feel free to walk from a party 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, if you live around the Savannah, you walk over there. You know, if you live up in Marval and you're going to a thing in the Savannah, you walk up so. If you went to a party down the road, you walk up so. But it's no longer like that. You know, people don't feel safe to walk in certain places at certain hours. But I am saying that this carnival is going to be a very safe carnival because the TTPS, the army, going to go all out to make sure it's a safe carnival. And I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but the only problem is you are putting your priorities in the wrong place. Because you are putting your priorities on a 2-day celebration as opposed to an everyday thing in Trinidad and Tobago. You're allocating resources to something that is only for 2 days. And then when them 2 days is over, we go back to normal. Yeah? Indra said, yes, Tommy, I love her like a hug love mud. Who is that Indra talking about?
Let's see. What
she said, yes, Tommy. Yeah? Mean with the cricketer last name says, what else do you expect from the comedians on 91.9 FM? No, I think we expect better. I think we expect better.
Caribbean Soul says, Tommy, we're living here presently and don't have a stake. You live your portion safe. Trinidad Margot, welcome, Trinidad Margot. Good night. You're late, but better late than never, Margot.
Yeah, I just feel okay. Okay, Indra. Welcome, Margot. Yeah, I just I stop Wall Street, call Juju and find out if she needs help. Don't forget she's eating a big fat salary. Okay. Children, nah, I ain't calling you. I ain't calling Chico.
She may tell you some things that you wouldn't like.
She might cuss me.
All of that.
She might cuss me on the radio, and then we get license go in jeopardy. Because you know, Mr. Rooster cuss on the program one time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuss. Yeah. I listen, boy. We have to do better. We have to do better. But anyway, let two things before we go. I want to do some good news out of Tobago. I saw this video and I was really impressed. I have never been here. Tom, you ever been to the Argyle Falls?
Yes.
You really?
Yes.
I have never been there. Never been there. I wonder if mean with the cricketer last name, he from Tobago. I wonder if he ever been there.
Yeah.
Nah, man. You mean to tell me 90% of all you gone to this waterfall and ain't never experienced the natural massage before? Come with me to the northeast side of Tobago, where we're gonna visit Tobago's highest waterfall at 175 feet. The drive in, you're greeted by this beautiful canopy. It takes you all the way down before directing you towards the car park. Have a look for yourself. So when you reach here, you want to take a right and then you're making the next left. Right, so I've now made it down to Argyle Falls, so come, let me go follow a hike. Keep in mind, if you are coming on this hike, it is going to cost you. It's 50 TT for locals and 60 TT if you're from foreign. But hold on, let me just, before you start with me and say, but Jerry, how come you had to pay to go and enjoy nature? Well, I challenge you to find a piece of trash on this video. You're paying $50 to these people here who keeping this trail very well maintained. To get to the waterfall, it will take you about a 15 to 20 minute walk through this beautiful rainforest. I would consider this hike fairly easy and good for families, but I also highly advise if you are going by any waterway and you're not familiar with it, make sure to get yourself a tour guide or go with somebody who is familiar with, because you see, flash flooding you don't want to play with. Alright, so as you're coming into Argyle Falls, you'll notice this sign here. It's simply warning you and telling you what are the signs to look out for if it's going to flood, if that river going to come down. So make sure to stop, take a read. And again, if you are heading out with a tour guide, ask them these two simple questions. Are you a certified tour guide? And do you know what to look out for in case of a flash flood? Because let me be real, they should be able to answer that off the bat. Anyhow, legend has it, this young man here, he caught a fish with a crux. Yes, all you say hi, Amy. Champagne with 2 minds. So let we head up to find the place where you can get a natural massage right here in Tobago. So here's the second pool. That will be the first pool behind us. We're heading up to the third pool. So the difficulty level does increase from quite easy to a little more challenging from the time you look to head to the second and up to the third pool. Where you were seeing us walking back there, that's what the trail more or less look like. With some parts, so they do have a rope for assistance. As we continue our journey looking for this massage, kept stopping in awe of the beauty of this place. Alright, so we are at the third pool here in Argyle. And right underneath you, 4 pairs. You can get a natural massage. Of course, when I reach Amy done there, check Chris and all taking a little turn. And you know I had to spend my time here getting that massage. Let me say that washed away my stress and loosened up my shoulders. First I had a pain there I didn't think I could get rid of, but thank you, Argyle, for taking it away from me. Now time to head back. On the way out, the conversation was, can we make a beach before the sunset? And what are we doing for dinner? So we decided to head to Buku. And yes, we made it just in time for sunset. Got that dip in, headed home, bathed, changed, and headed for dinner. I ordered the grilled fish with mashed potato and steamed veg. And it was delicious.
So there you have it, Tony. I've never been to the Argyle. Next time I go to Tobago, I have to go there.
Which falls you went to?
Never went to any falls in Tobago.
What?
Yeah. Hey, look, Trinidad Margot says she going to Argyle Falls Ash Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if mean with the cricketer last name. You say he from Tobago, you know.
That's
I wonder if
what
he
he
ever
said.
went. Sometimes we just be living in places and we don't go certain places. Of course, I went to Maracas Waterfalls. You been there, right?
No, I didn't go to Maracas Waterfalls. There's
Wow.
there's some falls up by me. There's some falls up by me.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful, man.
So Trinidad Margot, Indra, Caribbean
Yes.
Soul, Captain Singh, mean with the cricketer last name, Denise G, Patricia Hutchinson, Judy, if you're still there, Lions Love, if you're still there. Put closing comments in the chat. I ain't seen Nadia. Judy, if you're still there, Bijram, if you're still there. Stephen K, if you're still there. Darren Red, Gerald Moses, if you're still there. Put closing comments in the chat. You know, Tommy, it's interesting that we have all these historic things that we should really be doing, but people come from outside and tell us about these things that we have, and we just take them for granted. You ever been to Asa Wright Bird Sanctuary?
I've been past it, but I never went in. I passed in the area.
You know that was sold, right?
To whom?
The Syrians.
Hmm.
Somebody sent me a video on that. Yeah. Judy, Denise say Rincon and Blue Basin. I went to Blue Basin. I don't know where Rincon is. Where Rincon is, Denise?
Rincon.
Denise say Trinidad Margot say hope she went into Chief Valley. I really like his videos. Yeah. I find that was a nice video. I like that one too bad.
Yeah. There's a waterfall by me called Rio Seco. Nice too bad.
Captain Singh say it wasn't sold, it was privatized. Oh God. Captain real good at it. I didn't give him credit. It wasn't so. Yeah, Captain, you know, that's politically correct. Tommy, it wasn't sold, it was privatized.
Okay.
All right? Yeah. Based on Captain Singh. Next show, we go show Asa Wright. The pop a nice restaurant and thing inside a day, you know, Tommy.
Mm.
And it's expensive and they're making money like peas, boy. Peas. What is he saying? You know, I don't have no problem making the rich richer so they can help the poor.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, folks, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsheed and you on WZY 95.9 FM. All right. Let's go for a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with the That Trip. In the Village with yours truly, Professor Walsheed and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Lions Love, I was unaware that they had privatized, as Captain Singh says, the Asa Wright Bird Sanctuary. I was flabbergasted. Yeah? No, they didn't sell it. They privatized it. Right. Didn't you say Rincon? I hope I pronounce it. It's close to Las Cuevas. Have to hike uphill. Captain, I was aware it made good sense. Come on, Captain. Trinidad Margot said, it's my dream to one day go home and visit all the beautiful places in our country. Hummingbird Sanctuary among them. I've never been there either. You ever been to the Hummingbird Sanctuary?
No, I haven't been to the Hummingbird Sanctuary.
Is it a Hummingbird Sanctuary or is that part of the Asa Wright? Is that part of Asa Wright?
I feel it's part of the birds. I feel it's the bird sanctuary altogether.
Yeah, I feel it might be part of it. Walls, my partner Jason Reese owns from Asa Wright going north. Okay. Yeah, but a partner told me that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So then, therefore,
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Therefore, I feel that, no, I was shocked when my friend told me, you know, the Asa Wright Sanctuary, they sold it. I said, you sure about that? And I have a video there that he sent me. I don't know what is the difference between Asa Wright and the Caroni Bird Sanctuary. What's the difference? I don't know.
No, Caroni Bird Sanctuary is in Caroni.
Yeah, but the Asa Wright is different, right?
Asa Wright is on the northern range.
What's in Maracas, Trinidad Margot? She says something is in Maracas. Yeah, Lance, I will put it up. I have it. Yeah. I go put it up on WZY YouTube page too. Yeah, Asa Wright Nature Center. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, they sold it. Oh, the Hummingbird Sanctuary is in Maracas, she says. Oh, Denise send my map already, yes? Rincon Waterfall. Oh, it's close to Maracas Waterfall. Las Cuevas. Damian Bay. Okay. I don't know about that one. I know about that one. Yeah, two different places. You see? I mean, that is what we are about here. We are about giving information. That Asa Wright thing, Tommy, I should have never been sold. That should never been in the hands of, well, I don't know. You know, because when certain people get that, cancel Christmas. But anyway, what's my closing comment? You know what? Let me see if I had. I don't know. I got two things there, but I'm going to put it. Yeah. All right. So let me get my closing comment. Tommy, don't forget tune into the press conference tomorrow. Eh?
What time? 1 o'clock?
Normally it's be. I know what time it is. I saw it in the chat. I don't know what time it is. Okay, my closing comment is 5 things to quit right now. 1, trying to please everyone. 2, fearing change. 3, living in the past. 4, putting yourself down. And 5, overthinking. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall say that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. And remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Thank you very kindly. Go ahead, Tommy.
My first quote is from Philip Yancey. He says, "Grace, like water, flows to the lowest part." Like I always say, you have to become that change you want to see. You, the man in the mirror. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Like I always say, love you all. Be safe. Ubuntu.
Okay, so Acerite Nature Center and Lounge is close to Brasso Seco Village. Not far from Blanchishes. There was another waterfall up there called Paria Waterfall. Avocat Waterfall. Trinidad have plenty waterfalls, man.
I tell you, there's one in my village.
But how we don't explore them thing more, man? Acerite is in Guanapo. Or is the heights of Guanapo?
Yeah, that's when you take that road, when you leave Arima and you take the road to go, give you going up to you take that road to get to, oh man, yes, the heights of Guanapo, that road, I don't even know the name of the damn road. Is it the back of Arima?
I don't know about it, Tommy. That is up in the country, right?
Well, it's at the northern range.
Yeah. So mean with the cricketer last name, closing comments. Believe in tomorrow, it can be better than you are today. All right, Mean Gene. I call you your name now because you're putting a good quote there, boy. Caribbean Soul closing comments. Africans were colonized to believe the better English we speak, the more intelligent we are. Whereby the Indians unaccepted the language and manufactured phones. Okay. Denise closing comment. Let's keep the momentum going and elevated. Continue to fact check and challenge the thinking of our people. I agree with you full 100, Denise.
That's right.
That's what we are. We have to keep raising the bar. We have to keep raising the bar. We don't want to lower the bar. We don't want to limbo. Rose, welcome. Good night to you. What are we gonna go out with, Tommy?
I wish you could have gone out with that one that I sent you by by.
Oh, I have it. What's the name of it again?
Pharaoh.
Yeah, I'll find it. Pharaoh. What? Ask something?
Oh shucks. Let me look at it again here. Hold on.
I had it in YouTube here. Okay, yeah. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do
it.
Right.
Here we go. God, nah, that's okay. I Google that for me. I didn't want to Google it.
It's on YouTube.
I'll go YouTube. Okay. So, folks, we're gonna go out with Pharaoh. I don't want to do it. A song.
On Western Duke.
Here we go. So here it is. I guess you're hearing this for the first time, as I am. Of course, folks, remember, on Sunday, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics. Tune into that. And we are going to be right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. All right? So we're going to leave with Farrah. Let's do it. Farrah, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. There we go. Good night.
Tobago man have a party and a sexy female deputy. They agree to meet in the office to discuss party business. But the deputy had a different plan. She decided to surprise the man. Take off she clothes and tell him take all. She got a surprise when the man called. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I tell myself take it easy. I don't have a rape case already. But if I refuse, she could frame me and tell the police I raped she. I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. But if you force me, I'm warning you. You'll have a baby on the big toe. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No. You know I want to be mayor, and after that prime minister. I must stay out of Bacchanal and avoid every scandal. But the deputy keep telling him come. You don't know the sweetness you're running from. If you take a little taste of this thing, you won't be a Jew, you go be a king. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. My wife tell me I am a nice man, and I believe what she says is true. I want you to understand, I'm not only nice, I'm a wise man too. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But if you force me, I'm warning you. You'll have a baby on the big toe. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No. No. It's not that I'm covered or frightened. You know I don't back down from nothing. I can swim from Scarborough to Toko. Check it out and see the record show. But the deputy say what you say is true. That's why I want to jam it with you. A man who is well worthy of his keep. I'm not afraid to dive in the deep. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I was never unfaithful to my wife. You want to come and mash up my life? That thing where you have, keep it till you're dead. Or share it with Polly instead. I don't want to do it, no. I don't want to do it. But if you force me, I'm warning you. You'll have a baby on my big